Well, getting ready for the first turkey trip. Got my cousin Ben Post and then Blake Hunter, old college roommate. Getting packed up. Got a bunch of deer meat. And hopefully this all fits in the truck. Pretty full rig we're gonna have. So got about a 9-hour drive. We're gonna stop at Walmart. And the plan is to get old Benny his first turkey. Got a day and a half of scouting to do, which I don't think we need to do too much. So we're gonna listen tonight, listen tomorrow morning, and then roost Friday night, and opening day is Saturday. So should be a good trip. Pretty excited.
And we ended up, I don't even know if I told you, we came home from Virginia early.
Benny, are you gonna kill your first turkey?
I am.
Just pulled in. Everyone's getting set up. Home for the next 3 days, Blake.
Here it is.
We're gonna go roost tonight. Try to get on some birds the best we can tonight. Got some good intel. Benny's got that advanced tent.
What's that?
Need some help, bub. Actually, that thing looks legit.
I think it is. You can lock that. I can't reach it.
There you go.
I'll have to get something to stake it down more.
Yeah. Gonna get camp set up while there's daylight left, and then go roost, and hopefully we hear some birds. And go from there. What do you think, Benny?
I'm freaking stoked. It's almost time.
Nice clear morning out.
Hopefully they'll be fired up.
Oh, they'll be fired up. This is the first clear morning we've had. There's two, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's our birds. They're fired up right now. That's our birds. That is awesome. There's a truck down there. He might be fishing. Gotta be able to hear that. Two good birds right up here on this other side of this lake. There they are. Let's get a pin on them for sure. We got two birds for sure located. We got Blake about 2 miles away from us. Do you think they're right here? In here? No, they're up higher. Where are we at? Right here. Okay. They're up on this. Okay. They're parallel with us. Do you think they're in this little? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's right on that access part.
Okay. These birds are screaming. This is exactly what we wanted. Where our only concern is, you see across this lake, there's a truck down there. So that's the chunk of woods that I've had a camera on for the last 6 months, and there's pow birds in there, and I think they're just now starting to get fired up. But we know exactly where these birds are at. Hey, you know what? So
From where we were standing this morning when we heard that far off.
that's those turkeys.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. 2 definite birds located. The only thing we got to make sure is this guy's not up in there. Strutter up here, Benny.
Oh my. Dude. Wow, that one bird on the far, she's real pretty.
What are you cooking, Benny?
Well, we're cooking up some deer meat.
And we got a massive storm coming in here.
It'll pass.
Yeah, let's hope. Massive storm. Prepping for Hurricane Ida while we're cooking the meat. Terrible timing. It's coming. It's coming, Blake.
Not ideal.
Not ideal.
Not ideal at all.
We had to get everything in the cap.
You want to put it down there?
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
You want to wait till it starts? Or...
We just waited that storm out. It's finally almost over, but Cam and Lane right beside us. They got the boat. So those 2 boys are from Ohio. Met them last year, and kind of just stayed in touch when I moved home. So we got 5 guys now. Not that this place needs any more guys, but they're gonna use the boat. And they're gonna get one of the birds that we heard this morning, I think. And they're gonna go where Mike Miller and I from last year, 2022, had some really good luck. So hopefully, there are 5 of us, someone pulls the trigger tomorrow. This range should have them fired up for sure. Thunderstorms. They'll be wet tonight, going to sleep, and then tomorrow they're gonna
barrels tomorrow.
they're gonna want to be ripping off. So hope for the best. Old Benny, he's fired up.
I'm pumped.
So Benny's behind the gun, I'm behind the camera. Blake's gonna go up to another piece about a half mile away from us, where we ran into a gobbler this morning when we were about to hang trail cameras for deer. So he didn't spook, which is good. But we eat some dinner, go roost, and go from there. So we're walking down to where we were this morning. See if we can get a pin on where these birds were roosted when we were here this morning. We didn't know where they were roosted because they were on the ground when they were gobbling. So we're just walking down to this point on this access road. See if we can hear these birds on the limb. There's a real house. Yeah. There's a bright oak too. We see them. This house just ripped off. But I'm walking down to this point just to see if we can hear them. Get a better pin on where they were at on the limb this morning. Got a pretty good idea what these birds are doing. Just need to verify it. So it's been a beautiful night so far. Benny heard one in here when I was doing a door knock on a guy, and he told me if I didn't get off this ground in 5 minutes he was gonna kill me. So that's always pleasant. But got about another 20 minutes left of daylight. We'll go back to camp, get settled in for the night, and then we're hunting tomorrow. There's so many owls in here. That thing, it probably doesn't affect them. He gobbles to those dogs. He doesn't like the dogs. There's so many pines in here. There's so many owls. Is that him? I couldn't tell. What just happened, Benny?
One just hammered off right over, probably 500 yards away.
I would say so. We're in a really good spot over here to listen to this whole hollow. Same birds we heard this morning.
Yeah, that one's pitched up. He probably would have came right over that hill there.
Yeah. Oh, it's opening morning here. Getting ready to go up to where we think this bird was roosted last night. Got a pretty decent pin on him, so we got about an hour and 15 minutes until daylight. We're gonna take our good old time getting up into there. Problem is, you don't know exactly where he's at, so we're just gonna get to where we think we're within like a 200-yard radius of him. There's other birds in here, that's for sure, so we might be walking by birds too. But the ground is a little wet from the dew and the rain yesterday, so that should help us muffle our sound, keep the leaves from rustling around. But Benny's ready to go.
I'm rocking.
Oh yeah, we're excited. Hopefully we check back in with you guys. We'll be underneath a bird. Here we go. Kentucky opener. That sucked.
I'm sweating like a dang.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Oh yeah. Whew. That's the problem with going in blind. That stuff right there always happens.
I shouldn't dress this warm, but it'll be alright.
Yeah. We'll take a little break here. We're at the top of this hollow, so we should be able to just sneak across the top of this hollow. And get to where we want to get to. For sure. Be ready, straight out in front of us. So To your right. Right there. Good job, Benny. Good job. Go get him. 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 Go get him.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Give me some,
Thank
Benny.
you, George.
Give me some.
Opening day here in Kentucky. This is my first ever hunt out of state, my first ever turkey hunt. And, well, we got on a really nice bird. I think if I shook any more, it'd be gone.
Yeah, we got lucky there. That's for
dang
sure. Said swing right, swing right. You swang right, but you didn't swing hard enough.
Near far enough. I probably swung halfway to him.
He snuck up on me too. I mean, like, I didn't hear any spitting, drumming,
He wasn't
walking.
making no-
The leaves are wet, but I mean, just goes to show you got to be ready for
He was
sure.
hammering on the way.
Yeah, he was. I knew we were gonna kill that bird, other than the two other ones. But we also didn't know he was there until what happened? What was the first time he sounded off for? An owl?
I believe so. Whenever that owl.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we didn't know that bird was there until like 20 minutes after the other two gobbled. But good job, buddy.
Just about speechless.
Good freaking job.
Thank you, George.
Absolutely. Glad you hammered him.
This is 21 years in the making. And I'm gonna get 2 more this year for sure.
Oh yeah. Glad you could experience it with me, dude.